Welcome to another award presentation from Global Banking and Finance Review. Global Banking and Finance Review is a leading brand name in the world of finance and banking. Their awards were created to recognize companies of all sizes that are prominent in particular areas of expertise and excellence within the global financial community. This time we're proud to offer an award to Union and Savings Loan Ghana Africa for Best SME Finance Company Ghana 2014. The company offers complete banking services with a special emphasis on small and medium enterprise banking, including special SME clinics which offer advice and training. In addition, Union offers a full range of personal and family banking services. Modern IT development has ensured access to banking across Ghana with Omni Banking, including 24-hour access to banking services with the Omni Card, together with a full customer care call centre. Managing Director Philip Otimensa came to London to accept the award, together with Kwasi Namaku, Executive Head of Finance, and Yafusa Jemamfi, Public Relations Coordinator. Afterwards, Mr. Otimensa spoke to Phil Fothergill about Union Savings and Loans' many successes.
Well, welcome to London, Philip, and thank you so much for coming to talk to us today. And congratulations on winning the award as well.
Thank you very much. And I'm happy to be here as well with my team. I also want to say a good afternoon to your viewers and to thank you for giving us the award.
Excellent. Well, it's nice to have you here, it really is. Let's talk a little bit about Union Savings and Loan Limited, if we may, first of all. Now, you as an organisation have grown quite dramatically in 2014, supporting small to medium-sized organisations, or SMEs. Do you have any success stories you can tell us about?
Yes. So, first of all, we have changed our business philosophy significantly from 2012 onwards. We used to be a micro institution, a micro banking institution, and we changed to focusing on SMEs, and that's where it all began. And since then, we have grown our loan portfolio, for example, by more than 25 times since December 2012, and we have also grown our deposit portfolio by close to 30 times. So that's the starting point where we decided that instead of focusing on the micro part of the market, which we believe is not entrepreneurial in their thinking, and moving now to those who are entrepreneurial and can add value, we are growing significantly. What's the basis for our growth? What's driving this? First of all, I would say is our staff. We carefully select our staff. We take time to go to the universities to talk to students, and 60% of our staff are selected right from school, and we give them a lot of training. So you have people with similar attitude towards the SMEs, and who also have the intellectual capacity and if you like, the emotional intelligence to handle this market. That's the second most important point. And the third one, I believe, is the SME clinic, which is our innovative service that we introduced. Now, why did we introduce this service? We did that because in years past, most banks have not served this market, even though we all believe there's huge potential, because there's a perceived risk, that these SMEs are not formalized, they don't keep records, and even more importantly, they don't have management capacity. So what we decided is, look, we want to focus on this market, but at the same time, we want to start by fixing the market. So we introduced the SME clinic, and what we do is to train them on a monthly basis in a formal classroom, but on a daily basis, our relationship officers are giving them advice, visiting their businesses, and helping them to formalize. And by doing this, we are not only growing our business, but we are also managing the risk. So even with all the growth that we've seen, we also have a very healthy portfolio.
So the clinics, which you've obviously explained quite brilliantly there, how exactly do they work on a day-to-day basis? Give us a bit more background to that. Okay.
So some of the topics are carefully selected based on what we feel the clients need, based on interactions we have with them. but also based on popular request. So clients may request that they need more capacity building in one area or the other. And here I will share with you some of the topics. We look at business development, how to plan your business, how to use simple Excel to do a business plan. We also look at how to use basic IT to become more efficient, like using the mobile phone or the internet for transactions, or to position your products on the market. We also look at working capital management and record keeping. We also look at areas like how to manage debt, how to manage credit from the banks. And on a weekly basis, so what I mentioned is for the monthly classroom sessions, which we train them sometimes ourselves, resource persons from within Union Savings and Loans, but sometimes we also invite people from outside the organization with their expertise.
It's fascinating because it sounds like the clinics are almost like miniature business schools in a way, in a country which obviously needs that kind of education for people who are setting up business. But let's look at some of those small to medium-sized enterprises, SMEs. Tell me, what kind of challenges do they actually face in a country like Ghana these days?
Okay, so a very good question. For more than 2 decades, it has been perceived that lack of access to credit is a challenge for SMEs. But we came in and thought, no, that wasn't the challenge, because as I speak to you now, and I'll come to your question. As I speak to you now, there are more than 500 microfinance companies in Ghana. There are about 25 savings and loan companies, and there are about 27 banks. So the access to credit is no one issue. What we believe is the biggest challenge, as I said earlier, is the lack of capacity, lack of management capacity. And this leads to the SMEs not only failing to manage their businesses well, but also sometimes not opening their businesses up for equity participation by strategic partners. This, we believe, is the biggest challenge. The other big challenge we believe is the lack of networking. So one business might be doing well in one part of the country and might need to come into contact with another business. And so what this SME clinic does is basically to solve the capacity problem, but also bring them together to exchange ideas and sometimes to buy and sell from each other in a very efficient way.
It sounds like a wonderful plan, and one that obviously is working for you. What about Union Savings and Loan? How does it actually see itself positioning its operation within Ghana's economic development?
Yeah, so it's again all about the SMEs. We, like I said earlier, about 2 years ago, we decided to restructure and reposition ourselves as to become the #1 SME bank. And in this sense, I would say that our contribution to economic growth is the fact that we are focusing on the SMEs. Now, I'll give you some numbers. The SMEs, as we speak now, contribute more than 50% of our GDP. In terms of number of businesses registered, they contribute to more than 90%. And they employ more than 80% of the workforce. So by focusing on this target group, we are helping to stabilize the economy, because this is where the bulk of the people are. I mean, in practical terms, you can say that this is where people get money to feed themselves. The large number of Ghanaians get money to feed themselves, and so this is our contribution. The other contribution that we are making, as I said earlier, is the fact that we give young people the opportunity to join our team. In Ghana, the unemployment problem is very huge, but at the same time, we believe that young talents are not given the opportunity. So what we do is to go around universities and polytechnics to give everybody a chance, and through that we are able to select the best brains, and in the end it becomes also a success factor for us.
So you're very involved with the community, the local community. How do you ensure that your customer gets the best possible experience when they come to your operation and company? Okay,
so it comes back to almost the same point again. It's about people. It's I believe that customer service is about people. Get the right people with the right mindset, give them the training they need, and they'll deliver good customer service. And for us, that's the starting point. But beyond that, we also acknowledge that, you know, in Ghana, there's a lot of traffic, so people spend a lot of time, you know, driving their cars, and therefore when they come to the banking hall, they want a quick service. And so we have put in place systems to ensure that the customer experience in the banking hall is very quick. And beyond that, of course, we use technology so we use mobile banking, so clients can make requests through their mobile phone or through the internet.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, about technology. It plays such a vital role within any business, but particularly in the banking industry. What kind of developments have you made and intend to make in the future, IT-wise?
Okay, so here we have a specific product which we believe is very unique. We call it Omni Banking, Union Omni Banking. You know, Omni means everywhere. So basically what we are doing is we've developed kiosks, and we are running these kiosks on a mobile platform. So we have hundreds of these kiosks, and clients can go there and do basic banking transactions, make payments for utilities or transfer mobile units, you know. So this is where we feel we are using brick and mortar together with technology to bring banking to the doorstep of the people. You know, otherwise, even though there are so many banks in Ghana, you still have close to 60% of cash. You know, the last time I checked, 60% of cash still outside the banking system. And we believe this omni banking concept will make it easy for people to make their deposits, and then we can mop up.
Just to expand on that, what you're saying is that people actually, the money they do have, they don't necessarily put it into the banks. It's actually outside, and so therefore they're not getting the best possible operational service.
And this is where the omni banking concept comes in. And so this kiosk is close to your house or to your business place. You can just walk a few meters to make a deposit.
Sounds very exciting. Obviously, that's just one development. Looking to the forthcoming months, what kind of plans and development ideas do you have going forward?
So basically, we want to consolidate and strengthen the SME clinic. It's just 2 years old, and we believe that we can make further improvements. We are going to create a database online that clients can not only access information, but also meet each other and interact. So that's one major project we are going to do to further develop that market. On the other hand, as I said, we are also going to give a lot of training to our staff. We are investing. We still continue to invest in our staff because, like I said, most of them are still young. But the last thing that I may want to add is we are going to, of course, do more branch expansion. As I speak to you now, we have about 18 branches. We'll end the year with 25 branches, which means that we are moving into other regions where we don't yet have branches.
So a lot to look forward to, a lot happening. In the meantime, congratulations on the award, and thank you so much for talking to us today. It's been a great pleasure.
Thank you very much for having us.